Right. So we have to move this van now. This involves a bit of messing around. There's no battery here, as you can see. The on the fuel hose also goes to this plastic River Rock bottle here, which is full of petrol. Yeah, don't try this at home. But yeah, the fuel line is severed to the tank in this van. I'm thinking it's probably an easy fix to repair, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, so we need to jump start it off the car over there, and then we can drive the van over. Yeah, unfortunately we're not able to push this van either. I think the brakes are seized in it or something, so it's another thing to look at. But yeah, we're gonna go and start it up now, and then we'll try and move it. So just come around here. Right, start the car. Okay, we're gonna try and start this van here. Shut the door first. Half the van falls apart. Yeah, it's gonna be fun working on the rust on this thing. Okay. Ooh, steering lock here, so just around. No, it does not want to do anything. There we go. Steering lock's off now. Right. Okay. Stick her in reverse first. Gas. Don't get too much. There we go. Live. Right. Let's see if we can reverse now. Have to look out the window here. The window doesn't work, so. And it's died. Alright. We'll have another go at this. I'll be back shortly. Now, the first order of business with the van here is these fuel lines are, well, to put it mildly, they are a bit of they're a complete mess. So we're going to pull all these out. This rubber line here. We're going to reinstate the connection to the fuel tank where it goes into that solid fuel line there. There's also some fuel lines underneath as well, which we're going to pull out, and we'll get to those in a bit. Yeah, so there's a lot of dangerous things here going on. There's obviously this nonsense here with this braided hose, which is that probably looks like it's ready to return to the earth. So that's a hazard there for just leaking petrol and stuff. There's also these incorrect fuel hose clips as well. They're Jubilee clips. So we have a couple of proper fuel hose clips which don't bite into the rubber as much. They're designed to go around fuel hoses, and so there's a few things going on here. There isn't even up here. There isn't even a fuel hose clip attached onto the carburetor, so yeah, that'll have to be sorted out as well. And also, I'm not sure of the provenance of these hoses. They're probably not designed to take unleaded fuel. I'd be very surprised if they were. So we've got some new fuel hoses that are rated for unleaded fuel as well. They're like a Codan brand that I got them off Just Campers. So we're going to swap those in. Yeah, so we'll start with just changing these over, and then we'll get onto the more kind of messy business underneath of getting the old fuel hoses off the tank. Yeah, we'll get the ones in the engine bay done first. Out with the old and in with the new. This is this is the old fuel line we took out. Yeah, it's not looking great. There's a couple of splits in it and stuff. So yeah, this is another one of the ones we took out. Yeah, the big problem with these braided fuel hoses is that you can't actually see if there's damage occurring inside them. So, you know, could be split and you wouldn't even know. Yeah, so we have those off now. And this is one of the old fuel hose clips as well, which looks like a Jubilee clip, but I'm not sure. It's a type I've not seen before. It says Norton on it. Don't know if anyone knows what that is. But anyway, yeah, this is a proper fuel hose clip. As you can see, it doesn't have any kind of like weird biting ridges on it compared to this one. So we're going to use that on either ends where it connects to the solid fuel line, where it connects to the fuel pump, and where it connects into the carb. Yeah, and one trick actually when you're getting putting fuel hoses on is to just put them in boiling water for a little while, just to get them to heat up, and that makes them a lot more malleable. So you just really need to get the ends of them into the boiling water. So we'll let those warm up there. It makes it way easier to get them on. You get a much more secure fit as well, because you're able to push them right onto their fittings. We're just nipping up the last fuel hose clip here. I cut them a little bit longer than they need to be, but it's handy just for routing them around the place, and if we need to move stuff as well. Get that nice and snug. Cool. Good. Right. So it's starting to look a bit better already. Right. On this engine here, we've got a Pierburg fuel pump. Now this differs slightly from the ones you'd get on the normal ones you get on Volkswagen engines, which have a kind of they have like a dome sort of flying saucer kind of shape on the top. The main difference here being that on the Pierburg fuel pumps, the fuel delivery pipe here to the carburetor is at the top of the fuel pump. It's connected to the spout at the top of the fuel pump, and the intake from the tank down here that's connected onto the bottom spout. And on the standard fuel pumps, on the normal Volkswagen fuel pumps, these are actually reversed. So you got the carb connections on the bottom, and the fuel delivery pipe is on the top, the opposite way around to a normal fuel pump. Right, we're underneath the van now. So you can see here, this is on the left-hand side of the engine where the fuel hose exits the engine bay, and then it kind of becomes a braided hose and goes over the gearbox to the fuel tank itself. Okay, we managed to like disassemble this old pipe on the tank here now, so we're just going to pull it off. Yeah, there we go. And that's off. And look at the state of that. Yeah, that's a mess. and this fuel hose has substances in it that I don't think should exist in nature. Yeah, we seem to have disturbed some 30-year-old fuel here. Yeah, it's awful stuff. I wonder, it's probably leaded fuel. What remains in here? Yeah, just trying to get that end of the fuel line off. That's the solid line here. It's there's loads of mud and stuff that's flown up onto the van over the years, and it's like it's all caked into like a cement like substance onto everything, and it's great fun to pull off. All right, so this is the remains of the fuel filter and hoses that we took off the van just now, and yeah, this is the only proper fuel hose clip that I could see on the van, and it's rusted a bit, so yeah, we had to cut this off. And interestingly, this is an old Volkswagen fuel filter. It's like, yeah, it's got like made in West Germany on it. That kind of dates it a bit. Yeah, so this is all for the bin. But yeah, so we've made up a new fuel hose assembly here, with proper clips and everything. We've put in 2 filters as well, just to provide extra filtration. This is actually, you can probably see, this is actually an old fuel filter that we had lying around, but yeah, we can probably, I just don't have any other spare ones at the moment, but it's a definite improvement over what was there. So we're going to put that onto the van now. We also made up a little grommet from some spare piece of fuel hose just to go in where the solid fuel line goes through the tinware in the van, just to kind of protect it from vibration and stuff. Normally there is one there, but it's gone, fell out or rotted away a long time ago. Yeah, so we'll put that in there as well. Now, before putting all the fuel hoses back on, I'm just going to do a quick test to see, if there's any like problems with the filler neck or anything like that, or other leaks. I'm just going to pour a small amount of petrol into the tank. That should also have the effect of cleaning it out a little bit. Now we've got a little catch can set up below here, and petrol should only come out the bottom of the tank. That's the only place we hope that it'll come out of. But yeah, we don't know, so there's a bit of an unknown here. So I'll take off the cap here. This is nice. It's a Volkswagen cap. Pretty cool to have little original features like this on the van. Yeah, so I'm gonna pour some petrol in now. All right, so we've put the new fuel line in here, and we can see we put about 10 litres of petrol into the tank as well, and there's fuel coming in there. You can see, it's in the filter now. So yeah, that's a good job. The tank itself looks kind of nice, and it's nice and clean and everything. We also put the grommet in here. You might not be able to see it, but put the grommet in there that goes through the firewall as well. So that's all good and secure there too. All right, so yeah, well, that's it. So thanks for watching again, and I'll see you soon.